Hello and welcome to our lecture on line charts in R. To create our line chart, we require three libraries. Firstly, our trusted ggplot2 library. Secondly, we need the reshape2 library for data manipulation. And lastly, the plier library. All right, we begin by loading the dataset. Let's create a new data frame for S&P and FTSE from the year 2000 to 2010. In it, we read the line chart data with the read CSV function. And we set the header as true and a comma as a separator. So far, so good. It's always a good idea to take a look at the data before we plot. So let's check it out. There are three columns in total. The first one is for the date, while the second and third hold the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100 returns respectively. Now, although we have a date column in our set, it isn't in date format, which means that at the moment it's a simple string. When working with time series data, however, it's crucial to This is a peculiarity of the ggplot, but no worries. Luckily, the reshape package is here to help by offering us the melt function. Melt can be used to combine multiple columns into one. Let's see how. In a new data frame, the original data set is melted according to the date column, meaning the excellent. With that out of the way, we're finally ready for our ggplot. It's aptly named line chart. Here, we'll plot and simultaneously add any necessary formatting steps as we go along. Cool. The first argument is always the data. Hence, we supply the melted data frame, now containing the values for the S&P and FTSE indices in a single column. Okay, distinct line charts. All right, the third and last mandatory layer is geometry. For a line chart, we require a geom line. While we're here, let's go ahead and specify its aesthetics. We'd like to color on the index to plot the S&P and FTSE in distinct colors. So let's set the color to index with a size of 1. This is slightly larger than the default, as we'd like to create thicker lines. As long as we're on the topic, we could specify our very own colors here. And I don't know if you can tell, but picking the colors is my favorite part. A convenient way to alter color is through a Scale Color manual function. Let's select a dark blue color for S&P and a dark red for FTSE, navy blue, and red 4. Great! The next step is to define the theme, and this time around, we fancy I think an appropriate name is S&P versus FTSE returns for the second half of 2008. One last minor change is related to the legend's position. To increase the breathing space for our chart, we could shift the legend to a different position. All right, as with any non-data component, the legend is controlled with theme. To alter it, we specify a legend justification as well as position. If we imagine our plot as a coordinate system starting at the bottom left with coordinates 0, 0, then the top left corner has coordinates 0, 1. So let's specify these coordinates. We set the x-coordinate to 0.01 this time, and let's see. Tremendous! Now that's a great and informative chart. All that's left is to interpret it. Speaking of which, it's time for the interpretation lecture. See you there!